I see the snakes in the grass, watch you spit all the venom. You stuck in the past.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy On My Prime coming at you with some defensive tips and tricks for EA College Football 25. This is going to help you when it comes to playing online opponents and just overall helping you read offenses and improve your defense. So let's jump right into it. So in this scenario, we chose nickel overload cover 3, and you saw the first thing I did was spread my defensive line. That's just a preference. I do a lot of things. Sometimes I press YLB, which kind of aligns your guys more to watch for the sticks, which means that they're gonna play the first down marker more and try to guard that area. So as you can see, I'm using the middle linebacker, and then we have our outside linebacker right here. We're gonna put him on a man with the slot wide receiver, so that we can guard that screen just in case it's coming. It's 2nd and 1. The one thing I like to read also when I'm using the middle linebacker is look at the tight end first and the running back, see where they're positioned, and kind of guess in a way what the play is going to be. In this scenario, it looks like it's going to be a run, so let's just see how this plays out. We got one linebacker blitzing and four down linemen coming in hot. So a huge defensive tip that I kind of going to give away when it comes to using middle linebackers, you want to make sure that you read the tight end and the running back, because when they first get down in formation, you can kind of guess if it's going to be a run or pass based off of what they're lined up in. And those are my first two key reads when the ball is snapped. I look at the tight end and I look at the running back, because you can kind of see how the play turns out when it's a run or a pass. And depending on how the running back is positioned, you can definitely see if it's a halfback screen. Sometimes you'll even catch a tight end doing a curl route, and you can kind of bait the quarterback and get a pick. So right here, I just wanted to show I wasn't watching the tight end or running back, and I failed to see that there was a halfback screen. But I've gotten many picks in the past just by watching the halfback and the tight end, seeing what their release is based off a pass, and getting pick sixes. Promise you, it's going to change your whole game. Especially if you're online and you're going against someone who's going for halfback screens. Just start telling yourself in your head each play, watch the halfback, watch the tight end, then see you from there. So as you can see right here, I also used the left end. I highly recommend using defensive ends if you have a fast one specifically, because it honestly can help out when you can have some QB contain, as well as maybe even get a pick. But not just defensive ends, you can also play defensive tackles, but be careful, some of them are pretty slow. For example, this play right here that I'm showing is actually in an online game that I played recently, where I used my defensive tackle and I got the pick right here. So you can play around with it when it comes to using defensive linemen. Just don't forget you can drop back with them and really mess with your opponent. So let's get back into this other play right here. Offense is going on a pretty good run right here, and I wasn't stressing. I was just sticking to what I knew. In the linebacker right here. I dropped that linebacker into a blitz, and boom, pick. So when it comes to using middle linebackers, just make sure, like I said, obviously read the tight end, running back first. But right after that initial read, definitely drop back into your zone or man, depending on what you're doing. But also trust your computer sometimes. So you never know what's going to happen. I like to run cover 3 when it comes to people playing pass-heavy offense, especially when it comes to playing a team like Oregon, where they have some weapons. And you got a scrambler. Just make sure you play some QB contain. I like to use their defensive lineman. This guy quit because he just couldn't handle my defense. But yeah, when it comes down to it, on defense, you really want to find your preferences and stick to them. Find out your skills and kind of just master your craft, if that makes sense. I like to really run cover 3. I like to run a lot of nickel, and that's just me. I'll usually adjust from there. Like I'll press Y, and as you can see, I put underneath and put the corners in a hard flat. And so I just run plays that kind of suit my style, if that makes sense. I like to make sure that I am protecting the pass at all times. If they are running, I'll adjust to it and I'll run plays like this out of the mug and nickel. This is a really good play to guard the run. As you can see there, some BS happens. At the end of the day, this is a video game. Just remind yourself that there's a lot of BS in this game. I legit went back and saw that like with my instant replay and was like, what the heck is this? I should have picked that, but it's whatever. As you can see here, I used the defensive lineman so well to the point where my cornerback got a pick. Goes back to trusting your computers. Sometimes they'll actually do their job. And what I like to do as well, if you adjust your defensive settings, I don't think I recorded it, but you can go into your defensive settings by pressing down on the right stick and changing your hard flats to 0 or 5 so that you make sure that they're really tight. I prefer 5, and I kind of do that for honestly all the zones, just because I like to play that short to medium game, and I kind of just try to rely on my cover 3 defense to hopefully guard that deep threat. But that's the risk I'm willing to take because that's just my playing style. So I'm going to show you all this in practice and DB drills. So for man, just to give you all a tip, you want to make sure that if you're going to ever play man, whether it's on team or if you're playing on your Road to Glory or whatever, just make sure you press RTA or PS4, I believe it's R1 X. This will give your guy an initial lock onto the dude. This only works when you're in man, but it's a great helpful tip that I learned first weekend of the game, and it helped out a lot. Yeah, as you can see here, I'm playing some zone, but yeah, when it comes down to defense, it's really just your preference, and just master your craft, practice, do those drills, really just figure out what your play style and preferences are. But other than that, that's all I got for y'all. It's been your boy On My Prime. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share if you want to. Stay tuned for more.